Hi, my name is Grishma.
Grishma.
I am the regional program manager at Enviu.
Envíu.
Yeah.
So what it is all about?
Yeah. So Enviu is a venture building studio.
Okay.
We are trying to tackle the problem of textile waste in India by
Okay.
building sustainable and impactful ventures.
And by the way, I think it is the second largest producer pollutant.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Industry.
And India produces about, globally there's about 92 million tons of textile waste.
Okay.
And in India, in particularly, it also ranks, it's the 8th contributor to textile waste in total.
Okay.
So, looking at this huge problem, we realized that we need to solve this problem, and we need to solve it at a massive scale.
Yeah.
So, what we try to do is firstly do a very thorough analysis of what the problem is, where does it lie, is it pre-consumer, is it post-consumer. We map out the entire value chain, and then look at where the exact gaps lie.
And so, what was the observation?
Yeah.
What is the exact
Right.
problem?
So one of the, there are multiple problems, right? And what we are focusing on right now is to try to solve the problem of post-consumer textile waste.
Okay.
And the reason why we're also trying to focus on that is because waste in general has different hierarchies.
Okay.
So for example, anything that has about 100% cotton or is white in color, it's easily being able to, it's easy to take it back into the production system.
Okay.
Whereas something which is blended or has high polyester, it doesn't really find a lot of solutions, right?
Okay.
And that will have to go through chemical recycling. And first of all, it's a very expensive affair. And second, there are not a lot of chemical recyclers in India. So
Okay.
you might end up sending all your waste outside of the country, and which is not really sustainable. So what we're trying to do is instead of recycling, we're trying to find different solutions to solve the problem of polyester dominated or blended waste, and particularly post-consumer textile waste.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, we try to map out the entire problem and the value chain. And once these gaps are identified, we build ventures to solve these problems.
Okay.
We've been able to build about 3 pilots in the past.
So that is the good felt, Uptex and Retex.
Retex, that's right. Retex is a venture that's focusing on the problem of institutional waste. We are trying to tap into the hospitality industry, because especially premium hotels, 5-star hotels, they use linen, bed linen, towel linen,
And
towels.
do they discard or they wash and reuse them?
Yeah, so they of course reuse them till a point of, it can last about 150 to 200 washes.
Okay.
Every piece of linen, and every room, of course, depending on how the usage is, it lasts for about 150 to 200 washes. And beyond that, because the hotels also want to maintain their premium quality, they don't want to use stained or something that's worn out.
Yeah.
Oftentimes it's been, it's either given to hotels that are of, either 2 or 3 star, or is discarded into landfills.
Okay.
So what we are trying to do is, one is to try to solve the problem of this waste that's been given out by hotels. We do that by making our own towels. So these towels that you see are made out of recycled material. There's about 30% recycled cotton, recycled yarn in this, and it puts a lesser load on using virgin material.
Okay.
And so that's one aspect that we're trying to do. And in each cycle, we're trying to bring it back with the hotels. And it's not to say that, for example, you're a hotel and I'm the service provider. Sorry, it's not to say that you will give me a waste and I'll immediately give you the same towels back. But through an ecosystem of multiple hotels, we want to create that ecosystem. And so that's one.
So polyester is a major constituent.
It's a mix. So this
It's a mix.
it's not. Especially
And as far as Retex is concerned,
it's not polyester heavy. This would be cotton.
This would be cotton.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is still, if you talk about post-consumer waste, it's an institutional waste, because these are like larger level volumes that are coming out. Whereas something that we wear on a regular basis, clothing and all, would be like individual or household post-consumer textile waste.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uptex.
So Uptex is sort of like a matchmaker. What we're trying to do is source different kinds of textile waste, right? So anything to go from cutting waste in brands and manufacturers, or even scraps that come from any part of the textile value chain, or even post-consumer textile waste. What we're trying to do is to source this waste, sort it at a center, and then try and match it to different kinds of solution providers. So for example, it could be a recycler, it could be a downcycler, it could be anybody. So something that we tried out in the past was to work with a rejuvenation center in Belgium. The company is called Purify, and what they do is they have very specific requirements. So for example, they need white cotton, 100% cotton material, and they want it in like certain pieces. So what we are able to source all of these requirements from recyclers, sort it on their based on their requirements, and then of course send it to them. So this becomes like that one-stop shop to.
So that's why it is called a matchmaker.
Yeah, exactly.
That is very interesting felt.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fabrics. Can you tell us something
Yeah,
about that? Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do it. It's also one of our favorites, so it's
Okay.
taken up most of the space.
Yeah.
So the Good Felt is the company that's focusing on polyester heavy textile waste.
Okay.
And what we have done, in fact, the products that you see, the grey ones that you see, these are clothes that we've taken from H&M's Take Back program in Chennai. So
Okay.
we tried out a pilot with them, and in partnership with Fashion for Good, we collected clothes from their stores, we sorted it at Uptex, and then we sent it for making felt sheets.
Okay, so
And,
that needle punch technology?
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Using the needle punch technology, and we also had to do some calendaring so that it's been able to we bring it back into sheets after it undergoes some amount of rolling. And then once we
First of all, you manufacture the fabric.
so it can't be. The calendaring and the needle punching bit is outsourced, but the entire idea of sourcing it from
You get the fabric and then you give shape to different products.
No. The fabric is made out of textile waste.
Yeah,
So,
I get that.
Right? Yeah.
What?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. So we make it into sheets,
Yeah.
and the sheets are then made into different products. So
And you are making those products?
yeah, so we've got a partner called Jaggery Jaggery Bags. This is Mr. Gautam.
Okay.
We partnered with them to make these particular bags,
Okay.
and they're also experts in making upcycled items. So
That's where the venture things come.
exactly. So what we're also trying to do is to build these ventures that are impactful.
That's
And-
very intelligent. Actually, you're not taking the whole load
Yeah.
onto yourself, but you are
Bring in partners.
delegating work. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's a code that we go by. If we do it alone, we won't be dreaming big enough. And we also can't go too far. So we've
That's very interesting.
and that's the idea that we do. We also want to bring in as many partners as possible,
Okay.
and take in, of course, the overall approach. But everything can't be done by us alone.
I think this can really work,
Yes,
turning the waste into felt fabric and then giving it to shapes and different
exactly. So one of the markets that we tried is accessories. Another one that we're trying to look at is acoustic products, because it's felt. It also has some decent noise reduction properties, and we're trying to tap into the market of building acoustics, used in amphitheaters, etc. Because that's where the volume will really go, and it will last there for long. Here it might undergo some wear and tear, but nobody's really going and touching these acoustic
wear and
panels.
tear
So
is not there.
that's right. So that's another market that we're looking at.
Great, ma'am. It was wonderful talking to you.
Yes, thank you so much.